The 4-week wait for Sting versus Steiner is finally over. It is the final King of the Mountain qualifier match. So holla if you hear us. Woo! Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It is your TNA Impact review for the 8th of June 2006. And we've been seeing the build-up to this much anticipated match now for a few weeks. Steiner wanted his hands on Sting. Sting wanted his hands on Steiner. And not only do we get a main event caliber match on our throwaway edition of Impact, we get it in the opening match. Incredible times when wrestling gave you good shit every week. If this was WWE today, they would drag this out for 6 months until Bound for Glory.
Until your interest was dead, but they want their hands on each other. I want my eyes on the match. That's what we get straight away. Fast paced, none of this. My name's Joe Testori. No, it's Don West, brown paper bag. Mike today, bouncing up and down. It's Steiner. Steiner's coming out. Fucking arms, man, muscles, you name it, everything.
Look at the excitement they went after there with on the show last week with the announcement.
Oh my God! It's Sting and Steiner.
You know, like that's literally how the show ended with the way the announce team announcing the match for next week.
And I buy it. It's not when Michael Cole. You know what I mean? I actually buy the excitement because I'm excited.
Because it's real.
Aye.
It's real. See, whenever you see Michael Cole try and get excited or put in it, see Michael Cole yeeting, he knows that's phony as fuck.
Aye,
He does. Of course he does, man.
Yep.
So put on, so forced.
Like the gimmick about
Let's
Cole.
be honest. You cannot be yeeting as a grown man and it not be forced unless there is something seriously wrong in the head with you. Yep. The only people that should be yeeting are like the 8-year-olds in the crowd. See, if you're a grown man yeeting, either you're a company shell trying to get this shite over, or you are mentally retarded. I think it's one of the two.
It's both. I mean, you could be both. I'd say Michael Cole's near enough both, like, to be honest. But no, it's ridiculous. But anyway, leave the yeeting to one side.
Aye, because Sting's here. Woo! We start the show with Sting backstage, and he's in this like dark corridor, and it just looks good because you got like a wee light from above, and it's Sting, and you know, in the darkness, and just a really cool setting, you know, rather than have Sting be in this like really lit up like area with like the monitor and the lights and the LEDs. You don't get that. It's like Sting hidden in some little fucking basement almost.
Yeah, not perfect lighting, but it doesn't need to be. See, when Austin walked through the Roy's War, you know, junkyard, you could barely see half the shit.
It would kind of remind you when Sting sometimes comes down to the ring, you know, they've got the spotlight on the middle and everything else is dark.
Yes.
That's what this was kind of like. And
it was great.
And it just adds something to the character, adds something, you know, just the visual effect of it looks good. Anyway, Sting addresses Steiner. Sting says that this isn't his first match tonight, and it won't be his last. It's showtime.
It ain't his first rodeo, ain't his last, but he's galloping down to the ring at a speed of knots.
I know that Ric Flair's woo is obviously the more iconic of the two, but I like Sting's woo.
Yeah.
But do you not think
it's more like a whoa?
Do you not think it's a bit weird that those comparisons are never really drawn? No one's ever really come out and says to Sting, why the hell did you just rip off Ric Flair?
Yeah, no one did, but maybe it's just because Sting's great in his own right. Well, not because, I think he is great in his own right. And I love seeing Sting coming out and showing a bit of passion. It's what wrestling lacks. It's so slow and mundane these days, man. Fiery.
Run of the mill.
Aye, fast-paced action.
The
like
shite.
Aye.
Hey, we get Steiner, he's backstage with Jarrett and Borash. Jarrett says it's now or never, it's do it or die time. He says he brought Steiner here for this opportunity and he wants him to take out Sting. And Steiner says he's pissed off. He says that tonight he wants to get his hands on the Stinger. And then we get the Impact opening and we see Steiner coming down to the ring. Then Sting comes down to the ring and we get our opening match of the night. It's Sting versus Steiner with Gail Kim. And it was a pretty good match. We also got LAX as well. We had them in their little, what do you call it?
Spanish announce table to the extreme. Latin American exchange. I mean, it's basically just you have to be a certain shade of brown, brother, to be on that side of the arena.
Yes, no whites allowed on the LAX commentary team. And you know what, man? This is good race wars and wrestling. I know we'll never get this in 2025 because the world is fucking woke and too afraid to pull any sort of like racial tensions or anything like that. But I mean, this LAX thing is actually really interesting.
Yeah, and there's two white boys here. We quite frankly don't give a damn. It's a fucking storyline at the end of the day. I mean, I don't hate Conan for this. I mean, they've literally got moves called the Gringo Killer. Am I fucking greeting about that?
The border toss?
No, but like, this period, they're hyping up racial tensions. The further that they actually try and stop this stuff from being on television, they create further racial tensions by how fucking woke the world is.
And why do I think this is good? I think it comes across as real.
Yeah.
It's a real life map. People are like, oh, you don't want that stuff in wrestling. You watch wrestling to get away from. So you want wrestling just to be phony and like Marvel or something?
That's what
I think that's what they want. They want wrestling. I think they want wrestling to be like some sort of superhero garbage shite. No, I want real life elements brought into wrestling.
Of course.
Oh no, I watch wrestling to get away from that shit. See,
I watch wrestling because I've sadly got a fucking obligation these days, but the old stuff, I watch it because it was fucking good. Not to escape. I just want to see good television. And by any means necessary, I want my television to be good.
Yeah, and this match was good. Sting, Steiner, they went at it. We had Jeff Jarrett come out. Jeff Jarrett took out the ref, and then Slick Johnson got involved, and he got wiped out by Steiner. And eventually, Hebner just called for the bell because Jeff Jarrett was making too many saves, and it was announced that Sting had won by DQ. So Sting celebrated, then he got beat up by Steiner and Jarrett. And then Ron Killings made the save before a Biz came out, and Ron Killings fought him off as well. And then we got Christian Cage making the run in. So pretty much everybody who's in the King of the Mountain match came out here to get involved.
Jeff Jarrett was pretty adamant that he wanted Steiner to advance. So what did he do? He fucked them. I mean, there's no other two ways about it. Like, he could have... I mean, yeah, Sting could have still qualified by beating him clean, right? But I never get this for the heels. It's like, just let your guy try and win first. You know what I mean? And he fucking screwed Steiner. I mean, I get it. And it's not even like Steiner was that bothered by it, though.
Yeah, Steiner's... Oh, he's fuming, but he's not fuming with Jarrett, who is the guy to blame here. He says that he's not leaving the ring until someone comes out and tries to stop him. So, here we go. What's going to happen next?
Adrenaline rush against fucking Samoa Joe!
Yeah, so we go to the break. We come back. Steiner now, he's in the ring by himself. I guess Jarrett this time is fucked off to the back. Steiner, some kid comes down, no idea who it is, some like jobber looking kid. Steiner tells him he has no match unless he wants to get killed.
I mean, how great's that?
And you believe it?
Aye, Steiner, I mean, Steiner's about 4 times the size of him, but I mean, just that dialogue. If you get in here, you're dead.
Steiner screams for Larry Zbyszko because I guess he wants another opportunity to qualify for the King of the Mountain match.
Larry!
Samoa Joe comes out instead. He gets in Steiner's face. Steiner pushes him. We get some more pushes for Steiner. Eventually, the brawl breaks out. They go at it. Steiner, Joe, brawling everywhere. And we get about 10 security guards coming out to break it up. It takes them a while though. Steiner and Sting keep breaking through security. But eventually, security gets the job done. And, you know, very rare you see TNA security. But when they bring them out for something like this to keep separate the largest arms in the world, the shortest fuse in the world, and Samoa Joe with a 1-year unbeaten streak. This is when security coming out to separate two people. This is when it's called for.
Yeah, massive guys.
Look at SmackDown and Raw. Like every week, you get it at least once. No joke.
No, it's a disgrace. It's a joke actually how much bad it happens. But
how can Triple H think that's not a bad? I think it's a parody at this point. It's almost like it's a dig at somebody.
Yeah. They fucking know it's not good. I'm sitting up. Let's stop talking about Triple H. Fuck him. I can't stand the guy. I know what dude's meant. I mean, I know his nose massive, and he literally...
I know, but you know what? It's hard not to mention him because he is killing wrestling as we speak.
No, of course he is.
I find it hard to get through a video not talking about Triple H and WWE because they're fucking killing wrestling.
They are, damn it. But you know what? It's not quite as good as Joe and Angle, but. Nothing really is for TNA, is it? I mean, that was pretty much
right, up next we got a new Paparazzi Productions video with Kevin Nash and Alex Shelley. Nash has some kind of, like, big piece of paper. It's a pie chart, I believe, or it looks like a pie chart. He's got, it's like a circle, and he's got, like, percentages, but he's kind of divided it into 3, so I guess, I mean, not quite an isosceles triangle, but you get the point. He's got like, a 3-part plan here. He mocks Sabin. He says that he fell into the trap. It's the 3 keys of life, and he describes it as the game plan Sabin.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mumbo jumbo in here for Nash, but you know what? it's not breaking kayfabe, but it's using a lot of terms that would never really get used in wrestling before. But he makes it work, doesn't he?
Yeah. So the plan is to obviously scout Sabin and then have a warm-up match with a Sabin type star, and this is gonna,
which is just anyone for the X division.
Yeah, and then we turn, so he describes what he's doing. Basically, this is his plan. So he's completed the first plan. He's teamed up with Alex Shelley. He's got the scout and Sabin. Then he's got the warm-up match with a Sabin type star. And what does that all mean? What do these three puzzles of this mean? Three pieces of the puzzle? Well, he turns the paper and it says in big writing, next week on Impact, only on Spike TV. The debut of Kevin Nash. So we're going to get it. X Division debut of Kevin Nash. And it's a size matters on a pole match, according to Kevin Nash here.
Vinny Russo all over this one, but you know what, this is great into. I mean, it's actually entertaining, and they're mocking it at the same time, but it works. Fucking name me something that was on a pole match and it sucked. Honestly though.
Yeah, Alex Shelley starts chanting "Let's go Nash," and Nash says that the match, a size matters on a pole match, is his speciality. Don't know if he's ever lost one.
Yeah, has he ever lost one? We'll have to wait and see maybe next week.
Size matters on a pole match.
How great is that?
It's just it's a piss take, but it's funny as fuck.
Kevin Nash, I do like his satire humour.
Right, we then go backstage. Borash is following Larry Sabisco. Borash says he heard from the fans. They want Steiner versus Joe at Slammiversary. Larry says, we can't do that so fast. I gotta make a lot of decisions. And then Slick Johnson runs up and says there's big news. He says the decision on Joe and Steiner will be made within the hour. Larry says, I can't do it within an hour. And Johnson says, well, it's not up to you. It's up to the new guy. And he's going to do it for him. So, there you go. Steiner, Joe, looks like it will be made before we go off the air tonight.
And I'll be there for that.
And it's no Larry Sabisco making it. It's the new man, the new guy.
Who do we think it is? Is it Jim Cornette?
Someone from WCW.
I mean, that's what that is.
I don't know. It'll be someone from the 90s.
Aye, somebody good.
Right, speaking of good, Sanjay Dutt versus Jarrell Clark.
Sanjay Dutt wins, we can move on. And this is a big problem, isn't it?
Now, this match should have fucking sucked, but Conan was on commentary and actually made it probably the most, I think, arguably the best thing that we had.
Yeah, you white boys, you don't understand this. But it was funny because...
Yeah, you got water, you got a fan. What do we got over there? We got nothing.
We got nothing. And then Don West was speaking in Spanish. You comprehend, amigo? That was fucking gay.
Don West giving it large to Conan.
Giving it large to Conan. And Mike Tenay and Don West. Passion, entertainment, and fucking intensity they showed.
But yeah, Conan complaining, saying that there's no Mexicans in positions of power around here. Maybe the new guy's a Mexican.
Maybe he is.
I doubt it, but maybe he is.
Hector Guerrero.
Then he runs down the X Division saying it's just a rip-off of Lucha Libre and that everything has been stolen at, well, for AAA in Mexico, like, but...
Well, let's be honest, WCW is the fucking... That's what I remember the Cruiserweight. Fuck Lucha Libre.
Yeah, but...
I know, for his whole...
Conan would argue that they stole it of Lucha Libre as well.
No, but it suits Conan's character. He's not going to put over the white boy, Georgia, WCW. He's putting over the Mexicans, brother.
Alright, so he's saying that the X Division total rip-off of that. And then he says that today should tell the viewers about this octagon ring in AAA, but West corrects him and says it's a hexagon. An octagon...
Comprende?
Yeah, so...
That's 8 sides, man.
Yeah, so an octagon would be 8 sides.
That's no ocho.
The last time I checked, the TNA ring is 6 sides. So yeah, and Don West, he corrected him with like Venom, didn't he?
Aye, Venom with a guy that should be called Don White or something.
Yeah, if he ever turns heel and starts doing a white power gimmick, Don White would be no bad.
Aye, the white paper bag.
Anyway, I really like this purely because of the commentary, and you know what I mean. Tenay and Don West, they weren't just sitting there and taking the abuse, they were giving some back.
Exactly. And you know what, it just shows commentary makes matches, man. Same over in the 03 reviews with Teddy Long. Same here, man. And it's racial tensions yet again. It works.
Yeah, we then get a video shown with Team 3D at the former arena in Philly, Billy Ray says, Billy Ray? Brother Ray says, I got a quote from a famous song. You're in the jungle, buddy. That's not really the quote, but...
Welcome to the jungle, we play fun and games. Well, it's the Bingo Hall, and thou shall not miss with Team 3D. Looking forward to this match.
Yeah, Bingo Hall, seeing the Bingo Hall here in TNA.
And then, like, 3D got lit up on fire, which was pretty cool.
Aye, probably wasted their year budget for that, but...
No, they probably did, out of lighters for the near-on future. But then it was Team Canada, taking on Chris Sabin and the James Gang.
Now, we had, I believe, Nash and Shelley use some sort of lift or something. I don't know, mechanical lift.
It's like one of those window washing lifts.
Aye,
and it went up like 2 feet.
Still put Nash about 10 feet above everybody else, though.
It did.
Nash then scouting Sabin. In the end, Sabin and the James Gang win. It's going to be Nash, Sabin. I'm assuming it's Slammiversary. I think Nash is going to turn up. Or will he turn up?
Oh.
Can his quads last?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I wonder what Nash's longest run, like, post-2000 is. Without injury. It seems like he got injured all the time.
No, unfortunately, this was the main event match. I don't think it was a main event level quality match, but...
It wasn't, but Kevin Nash on a window washing machine was pretty good.
Anyway, they then get Christy Hemme running down the ramp, and I mean, honestly, it just feels like TNA. Like, you know what, we need to have a hot woman on the camera as much as possible, and that seems to be what they're doing with Christy Hemme.
Well, it's not going to be Nyla Rose doing it, is it?
No, it's no. But even when they're going to commercial break and stuff, they've just got Christy Hemme announcing shit.
Steiner.
Yeah, don't leave. So she comes down, skipping to the ring, puts her legs up on the announce table, and the LAX don't have that either.
No, they've got nothing.
Yeah, maybe Conan's got a point here.
Maybe he's got Nyla Rose.
You got Don West and Mike Tenay, and they've got bottles of water. Imagine that, bottles of fucking water.
You gringos have got ladyboys.
They've got a fan, you know, an actual fan to keep them cool, and now they've got Christy Hemme's legs on the announce table. Jesus Christ.
It's going great for them, but I tell you what,
Conan got.
Don West opens the envelope, and we've got it, guys. It's Joe versus Steiner, yeah. And they're fucking high-fiving each other, man, bouncing up and down as the show goes off the air. I would have bought Slam. I would have saved every penny I had for Slammiversary because of these two.
Aye, so these two guys are marking out, and we also find out that the man, the new guy around here, he is going to be he's going to be at Slammiversary. So, yeah.
Every reason to watch it. Cannot fucking wait for it. I'll be there.
Yeah, good show. I enjoyed it. I mean, TNA's picked up really well recently, so...
No, it has.
Yeah, looking forward to Slammiversary. One more Impact to go, though. I thought this was the last Impact, but it turns out they've got one more in there before we get to Slammiversary. But, nah, TNA has been on a really good run as of late, and, you know, this was another good show, albeit maybe the main event match and the match before it wasn't great, but you had Conan on commentary, so that made it.
But it ain't all about matches.
No, it's definitely not.
No, it's not. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, you know what, I'll give it a 7, but I really enjoyed the Conan commentary. That was fucking brilliant for me. So, yeah, 7.5, guys, out of 10. And we've got one more Impact to go for Slammiversary. That's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Let us know your thoughts. And until then, peace.